Hello, I'm Internet Personality, and this is the Midnight Gaming Podcast. I have 3 random minions. This is take 3. Alright. Starting off, no Blizzard news. Because, well,
Aww.
we could just go back on saying that the newest expansion has pandas in it, and that's all you need to know.
Hey now. Hey.
You're an all-star? Get your game on, go boys.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, I believe the random minions are Eddie Minion with a retarded lisp.
Ain't no retarded list, man. It's a speech impediment.
Yes, speech impediment, retarded lisp, same thing. And then female Bulbasac.
Hello. What this happened to me again?
It was a mistake in the cloning process. And then Kurono random period.
Hi.
Yes.
Yep. I don't know. Don't ask about the period. I really don't know. It just happened.
No, that's just how I pronounce your name. Kurono random period.
Random period. Yep. Kurono random
Basically,
period.
the wrong minion has a period. Go figure that.
Give it 37
I don't even want to know what
days.
happened there, man.
Alright. Makers of Kingdoms of Amalur, the smash hit game, and I say smash hit loosely, people liked it, so cult hit, but it sold well. It just didn't sell well enough, because, well, their assets have sold for $860,000, which I think they had $5 million worth of assets, so someone just made some cha-ching.
Twitter, but now they are Impossible Studios. So,
yeah. So yeah, if you had $900,000 and you wanted a video game studio, you should have jumped at that. I wish I had that.
A video game studio that's not very well known, you know. It's cool.
Yeah.
Known for a mediocre game.
Yeah, there's a
they're
gaming
gone.
studio here. It's gone now.
It
My
was.
favorite.
Rest
This
in
is probably
peace.
my favorite thing that I put on here, and that is Team Fortress 2 is getting a zombie theme mod, because we've discovered something about the gamer. You give them zombies, and they will buy anything. Look at
Pretty
Red
much.
Dead. They had perfect game about Wild West and Grand Theft Auto meeting each other, and then they put zombies in it. And I think they went overboard.
you have people filling the cup, man. I mean, you get that first little bit there, and then it's like you give them zombies, and it's like, oh my god, I just filled the cup.
So, Team Fortress 2 is getting zombies, just like every other first-person shooter.
Pretty much.
Got it.
Black Ops 2, Team Fortress 2.
Well, to be fair, I think Team Fortress 2 already had zombies. Those were just the players.
Yeah. Pretty
Nah,
much.
That's not fair. Counter-Strike has
That's
zombies.
true.
Grand Theft Auto is getting a zombie-themed DLC. No. 10th anniversary,
It probably will.
they're bringing Vice City to the iOS, so if you got an iPad and you want to play Vice City on it, go nuts.
Let's pay for this crappy game again.
At the time, it was cutting edge, man.
Yeah, going up to
Well, it's
the hooker
cutting
and killing
edge.
it. Cutting edge.
No, going up to the hooker, paying her, getting the sex, and then killing her.
her.
I do
There's a
prefer
flow
that
chart
game
there.
in San Andreas
Then
over
Robin.
the new one.
I don't even think I've ever seen the storyline of a single Grand Theft Auto game. I just get them and start killing everybody.
Oh yeah. I've played the story of all of them up till 4, and once I got to 4, I was like, you know, I want to do the killing, and I would rather do the killing in story missions, but to do the story missions, I have to take my cousin bowling. So I go multiplayer.
Cause the boy was so fucking annoying. Like,
Wait a minute, there's a story?
No, not
Yes,
really.
the story is go sell these drugs, go kill this person. Essentially, it's the way you would normally play the game.
And then go
it-
bowling.
It's just, yeah, well, no bowling. I don't want to go fucking bowling.
Not in a video game.
it's like a mafia, man.
If I wanted to go bowling in a video game, I would play Wii Sports.
Exactly.
Or just go do the actual bowling yourself.
That actually kind of opens the Wii U up to a Grand Theft Auto game where when they send you bowling, boom, just pop on Wii Sports.
In all honesty, I don't see Nintendo ever doing any Grand Theft Auto. Other
No.
than what was it? They did a DS game, didn't they? I think there was one.
Yeah, actually they did, and that one was probably one of the best Grand Theft
I think
Autos
that was
in recent memory.
I think it was the first M game on the DS, but I'm not sure.
They did
I'll have to
like
look
the
into that
Chinatown
one.
Wars, I think.
That's
I don't-
Chinatown Wars.
Yeah,
Yes.
Chinatown Wars.
Gotta love Chinatown. Borderlands 2 is getting an anti-hacking patch. I bring this up because
Yay!
it's kind of hilarious that you try to do anti-hacking because it never works.
Eh,
And they're getting zombie-themed DLC.
Oh, yes. Of course.
probably.
Actually,
yeah.
I think they're getting pirate-themed DLC, which is kind of close to zombie-themed DLC. It's one of those things that the nerds love. All they need is ninja-themed
Ninjas
DLC
and
and then
pirates.
monkey-themed DLC, and they'll have covered everything that the game nerd loves.
Can't forget about the
Wait,
aliens,
Wait,
man.
Borderlands
wait,
1
wait,
had
wait.
zombie-themed DLC, so they've already done
Yeah.
that.
The zombie claptrap.
They're adding an anti-hacking patch, and then they're adding they're adding pirates.
I hadn't even thought of
Oh, the
that.
irony.
This one I got to bring up. Dishonored is getting its first DLC in December, which,
Yay!
given how short Dishonored was, even if you do all of the side quests, that kind of seems like a like just a nice firm slap across the face. Like, we sold you a piece of. And it's not even a piece of crap. It's a good game. It's just short. We sold you a really short game for $60, and now we want you to cough up for a DLC. I
It's
feel
almost
insulted.
become the standard now, though. Like pretty much every game now, you don't get more than 8 hours of gameplay unless it's got multiplayer, and sadly, Dishonored doesn't. So
Yeah,
Or
that's the
it's
thing.
RPG.
With all of the side quests, I beat Dishonored in 5 hours.
yeah, it's really short.
Yeah. So I felt it was a $40 game that I paid $60 for, and now there's a DLC coming around, and I'm like, I think you kind of owe me a little more before I'm going to start buying things again.
Now, you see, though, at least to kind of sort of open up for the next topic we have on the roster here, at least they waited until after their game was released to announce their DLC and map packs.
Yeah, Halo.
Very
4.
true. Halo 4 has announced that they're going to have 3 sets of map packs with 3 maps each. So
Mhm.
9 maps. The game's not even out until next month. They've just opened the floodgates to a very sympathetic point of view, and that is the point of view of that if you have a DLC done before the game's released, a lot of people feel that you owe them that DLC for free. And Halo has never done that before, for map packs at least. You got to pay for
I was looking forward to getting it, but now that I know within the first month coming out, I'm gonna have to throw down an extra $30 to get these. Not gonna pay $90 for Halo 4.
But it
Not
all
gonna
depends, though. Do you have the limited edition?
happen. No.
Okay, well, then, yeah, you have to throw
$130
down
for
about
one
24 bucks.
game in the middle of December where a bunch of other games are going to be released.
Exactly.
That just is not a fun proposition. I actually might go with you. I might not buy Halo 4 right away.
Not right away. Nope. I'll wait until the map packs go down in price. Then I might get it. But
I'm not
Wow.
buying the map packs.
Hey, maybe they'll do a Christmas sale and you can get them for a good deep discount.
maybe.
I think
Or Black
it's
Friday.
just Microsoft knocking the fact that you don't screw over the gamer.
Yeah, Microsoft is becoming EA.
Yeah, they are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we are.
They did release Windows 8, so yes, Microsoft is full on the train
joke.
of screw the gamer.
That joke.
You do it 20 times. Do.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Windows 8 is a joke, and the people who switched over to it are the punchline.
I had the discourtesy of testing it a couple months back, and we had Windows 8 on the laptop, and about 20 minutes after having it, we uninstalled it. So
Yeah, that's the exact same timeline as me. I was like, I can't do anything on this.
it's like, where's the start menu? What do I do here?
Windows 8
It
is the
wasn't-
new
it
Vista.
wasn't good.
Only Vista
No,
was
Windows
worse.
8 is worse than Vista.
That's why I said only Vista was better.
Yeah.
Windows 2000 server. There we go.
The glory days.
I think I
Um,
skipped that one.
A fun study finds that people who are less accustomed to playing first-person shooters are much more likely to cling their hands when they're done, as if they were kind of distasteful of the actions they were forced to do in the game. I find that funny, because it lends
You know, that
credence to the
explains a
idea
lot
that
now.
games
I want to know who
desensitize
they're.
people.
I want to know who they're targeting for the study because I don't play FPS and I don't. My first instinct after finishing a game isn't okay. I'm going to wash my hands now. No, sorry.
Well, of course, it's not
Outlet.
everyone they study.
Yeah,
And
no.
I don't know. Maybe it was
I can't think of
85-year-old
anybody
people who
that
are
would.
going to wash their hands anyway, versus
Yeah.
gamers who will probably go to the bathroom, wipe their ass with their hand, and then not clean it.
Exactly.
Oh my god, my hands got so
Mental
sweaty
images.
playing with that controller. I gotta go wash my hand now.
Maybe that's the other thing too. They're handing them the sweaty controller from the guy who likes first-person shooters, and they just want to feel clean regularly.
Or they have the obsessive guy who constantly washes his hands.
Not that
Maybe.
too.
I'm a bit with
It's
your
a-
ball, but hey.
Fun control group. Yeah, and to go back to Halo 4, studies are finding
I don't
that
thought we
people might actually be true enough. People might be more interested in playing Halo 4 than voting. I don't
With
get
Mitt
that.
Romney and Obama, I can't
Well, when
possibly
you
see
look
why.
at the current race, I can see that.
I don't know. I
Do I
don't
vote for-
understand why you're choosing
Well, yeah,
between
I
which,
can see the
which
interest
turd
in-
is the shiniest.
I can see the interest part, but the not going to vote simply because you're playing a game kind of seems. At least, you know, if you don't want to wait in line, fill out a like an absentee ballot. Much
You know,
Do I
faster.
vote for dumb? Do I vote for dumb or dumber? Which one doesn't destroy the country the fastest?
I
The way
say
I
vote
see
for
it.
Ron Paul.
And the time it'll take for me to vote,
I
could play
would if he was
League of
running.
Legends.
That's why they have write-in votes. You just write in Ron Paul, he gets enough votes, and they'll drag him out of his coffin. That is not a dead joke. That is a vampire joke. I'm going to point that out.
Should we totally do that with Ronald Reagan? Just see
No.
what will happen.
Oh, Ronald Reagan, I think we should vote for just because I think it's time for us to have a dead president.
Oh yeah.
Perfect time.
I thought we already had dead presidents. Whatever.
What's better way to make fun of people than make fun of yourself? You can't make fun of us if we make fun of ourselves like that.
Yo, dog.
Well, good thing we actually have fans of Eternal Darkness in here, because
Oh,
Eternal
so
Darkness
happy.
fans, how much would you like a sequel?
I'm so happy. I want it. All of my want.
No.
Well, yeah, I
I would probably, for those of you that know me and how much I play League of Legends and World of Warcraft, I'd probably drop both games to play a sequel. I don't care. I want it. I want it really
Hey,
bad.
there's our Blizzard. There's our Blizzard news. We actually have someone in here who cares about World of Warcraft. But
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I worded that one completely wrong in hindsight. Yeah, the fans of Eternal Darkness have recently discovered that the developer Silicon Knights has, in the past, were working on a sequel, and they probably didn't get rid of it, so they probably still have the data sitting around, but they're not working on a sequel right now. And given
Well,
how
you actually have
popular Eternal Darkness is, you kind of think they have to have some kind of crippling fear of money, success, and fame, because you've got a gold mine and you're not taking advantage of it. I mean,
Like
let's
I
look
had
at the
said-
last 3 games they made. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Okay, that's fair. 2 Human. They could have spent that time making Eternal Darkness 2.
yeah.
And X-Men Destiny. They really could have spent that time working on Eternal Darkness 2. It's like 2 of their last 3 games were really bad, and people want a sequel to their last good game. Come on, Silicon
Very
Knights,
much so.
do it.
Isn't that
I
how
would-
most game companies go though? They gotta have the bad games in between the good games, and then people be like, oh my god, here's the good game, yay!
And
Point
John, I just
by
want to let
Eddie.
you know you actually did have the wording right because you said a sequel was in development.
Well, yeah, some people could see that as they were doing it the entire time and they're going to release it, but we just didn't know about it. So I could have made that one more clear, because I might have given our guest a terminal form of depression cancer.
No, I don't. I'm not getting my hopes up until I see anything official. But if they do, like I said earlier, I'll have incentive to buy a Wii U.
Whoa.
Right now,
what's more
I'm
official
unimpressed.
than the Midnight Gaming Podcast? We've got
But if they
clout.
also, I mean, here's the thing though. I mean, you've got to look at the Wii U right now. I mean, they've got Bayonetta 2 coming.
U. They have Zombie U. That's about it that I care about.
They've got Zombie U coming, and they got the Bayonetta 2. And when
the first one wasn't. I don't know. It didn't appeal to me that well, so I don't know.
Bayonetta appealed to me, but that's because it's the game that taught me how to game with one hand.
Well,
The Lord of the Rings online developers are laying off employers again, employees again. If only you could get away with laying off your employers. Walk into
Why haven't they just shut down the servers?
Exactly. That's actually the point. Is you're trying. I understand that Lord of the Rings is a very big property, but you're trying to run just any MMO in an industry that has World of Warcraft and a Star Wars based game.
And even Star Wars is dying. Like, Star Wars just went free to play, and I hate to sound like a Blizzard fanboy here, but nobody's going to top WoW. It's not going to happen. Blizzard has that fan base there. No MMO is going to catch up to it. I would love to see another one catch up, but it's simply not going to happen.
Yeah, as I explained in a previous podcast.
EverQuest, not EverQuest, but what is it? Guild Wars 2 is the closest thing to WoW right now, and they're still, I think, 6 million members behind. So,
I'll say
granted, it's also brand new, but
if you give people a Pokemon MMO,
that has potential to shut down WoW. I would stop WoW to play a Pokemon MMO.
To be fair to LTR Online, most MMOs are free to play anymore.
Yeah, most are.
Yeah. You go free to play when you can't succeed in play. And the reason for this, I've said before, is once you put so much time into something like League of Legends, say League of Legends or World of Warcraft, you put so much time in, you've built that account, and leaving that account is hard because you feel like you've wasted your time.
Yeah, actually, here, hold on, I'm gonna feel like a major nerd right here. I'm gonna, I don't know, kind of see what I would be dropping if I were to quit WoW right now, and I'm curious. We can keep going. I'm curious now. You had to say
800+ million watching on a competitive level.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's kind of how it shows you that how Dota 2 keeping its beta going on for so long is kind of biting it in the ass, is because League of Legends already out there earning money, being the game that everyone wants to play. The longer Dota 2 stays in beta, the more people aren't going to play it.
I know League of Legends gets money from their Riot Points, donators, stuff like that. But when you have a free-to-play game that gives out $2 million for a prize for just a single tournament, that kind of speaks for itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't even think StarCraft tournaments give out $2 million. And StarCraft has an equal-sized fan base.
And Riot can get away with it, though, because they managed to get a Chinese company to put money into them.
Tencent.
Yeah, and with all the money they gave in prizes on top of just the setup, League must make a lot more money than I thought it did.
Yeah, League makes a ton.
And they're still classified as an indie developer. Someone needs to work on that.
You got people coming in at least 1 billion hours per month.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at...
Is that one actually true?
Yes.
Yeah,
Holy
it's
crap.
crazy. Like, I think I saw a thing not too long ago that said League of Legends has almost double the amount of active players per day than World of Warcraft does in a month. That's nuts. So yeah, just between the 2 characters I've logged on WoW, I'm looking at 162 2 days of gameplay between just 2 characters. So,
half a year.
Exactly, half a year of gameplay, and that's on 2. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other characters. So yeah, I mean it is a big commitment to a lot of people, and dropping it's not exactly easy. So
Yeah.
I need to drop it though. It's so toxic.
A Pokemon would kill it.
Yeah, Pokemon, I would say, you know what? WoW, fuck you. League of Legends,
I'm gonna go play with Pikachu.
I'm gonna go play. Yeah, I'm gonna play with Pikachu.
That's why I
Gotta
love my
complete the
Pokemon
rhyme,
D20.
man. Yeah, for anyone who watches this, I automatically know you're going to like the idea of this because, well, if you don't like Firefly, fuck you.
Yeah,
And that
pretty
is-
much. Go.
The Firefly cast is reuniting for a 10th anniversary special. And I'm wondering how much of the cast is going to be back, if it's going to, like, the special is going to be, or when it's going to be placed, or if it's going to be like that Star Wars thing.
It's Joss Whedon and Nathan Fillion. It's just them.
Oh, I would watch that still.
I would too.
I was going to ask, when is it and what channel is it on?
Let me figure out when.
It is on the Science Channel. It's just it says, yeah, just on the Science Channel from what I'm reading. And they'll also be joined by Tim Minier and the story editor Jose Molina. There's no word on whether Ron Glass, who plays Shepard Book, appears in the special as well. So it could go either way. We don't know yet. Yeah, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of
I'm
hoping
sad I
for
don't have
more,
science.
but you don't have sci-fi? I figured that was
I don't
one
have
of the free
science.
things. Oh, science.
There's sci-fi and there's science. I don't have science. I have sci-fi, but I don't have science.
It's gonna be on Sci-Fi, man. Did you not just hear it?
He said science.
Science Channel, yeah. That's what.
Put in it.
It says Science Channel. I don't know if it's supposed to be sci-fi, Science Channel, whatever, but
There's the science channel. There's the science channel, and then there's sci-fi. It's 2 different channels.
then
I
it's
gotta
on
check out
Science.
the science channel then, because sci-fi sucks.
I used to watch it
Science-
over Anna Monday, but
Yeah.
then Anna Monday started sucking.
I do know that the science channel does reruns Firefly, but I don't have science channel.
If you like Firefly and don't own the box set by now. I got that years ago on discount.
I torrented
Anyway.
it, so
Anyway, Idiot Corner. That sounds funny. Let's see. X-Play and Attack of the Show are coming to an end as NBC is working on reworking G4 into a more younger audience friendly channel for 12 to 15, something for them to watch. In other words,
so they're gonna
G4
get
is
rid of
becoming MTV.
They're gonna get rid of X-Play and Attack of the Show, but not Cops, Cheaters, and everything else that's just crap on there.
I don't even watch Cops on G4. If I want to watch Cops, I
don't
go
watch
to
it at all.
another channel. I watch it when I'm really
exactly.
bored.
Why would you watch it on G4? You know, you go to G4, you're thinking, okay, this is where you hear everything nerdy. Why is
Exactly.
Cops on here? Why is Cheaters on here?
Yeah, the
I
only
don't-
shows I can remember
What?
watching on G4 are X-Play, Attack of the Show, and Ninja Warrior, and that one show where it was like a stupid dating game thing. Like, go through the other three people's rooms and then pick one of them to go on a date with. And I watched that one when I was really, really bored.
There's an issue with this, though. I watched G4 back when it was actually in its prime day during the Tech TV time.
Tech TV was
like
awesome.
Tech TV, and before it was King G4, when it had Cinematech, you had Arena, you had screensavers before Attack of the Show was actually Attack of the Show, and you had big names like, Kevin Pereira and, everybody's still there. I knew something was going wrong when I saw the jaw-dropping news back in April that Adam Sessler left G4. I knew it was only a matter of time before G4 actually started to fall off after that. After seeing Adam Sessler leave, you see Kevin Pereira leave.
I I think
It's a
though this is
swing
a
domino
big
effect.
thing in that it shows that I don't think a nerdy TV station works, honestly, because we've got the internet.
Yeah, exactly. We got the internet.
If
Who
nerds
needs it?
want something, you can there are either websites devoted to it, or you've got YouTube. A lot of people doing that there. Even if you could go to Facebook if you wanted to. It's a TV station is novel, but
It's still just one of those things to where when you have these people who you grew up with, you know, like Olivia Munn,
Oh man.
Kevin
Ooh.
Pereira, Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb, and then now you've got people like Candace Bailey who just came in, Sarah Jean Underwood, these core names that you're going to know from G4, and then now it's like you're killing off the channel altogether, taking what it originally was, and you just over just a small period of time just started killing it slowly but surely from the inside. The only thing I gotta say at that point is just fuck you, NBC Universal.
Well, the same thing essentially happened with Sci-Fi, so.
And fuck you, Sci-Fi, for dying off like that.
that's not Sci-Fi's fault. The problem with Sci-Fi is they play movies that pretty much they've made themselves, and they don't make good science fiction movies. They make Mega Shark versus Mecha Gator.
And guess who they're owned by? NBC Universal.
But hey, at least USA is doing good.
I'm looking over this thing that you just linked. 75 Timo deaths a second makes me very
Yeah,
happy.
I know. Timo, he's so cute though.
And
No,
the next
he's not.
part, GameStop is getting a
Ooh.
new store. You know how Toys R Us has Toddlers R Us? Well, GameStop is going to have GameStop Kids for young people. In other words, why? Well,
I
actually,
think
no.
GameStop
I
is
just realized how this could be brilliant. They are keeping kids out of my GameStop.
I mean,
I love this idea.
with how dominant the DS though is right now, I can kind of understand, because like DS is completely shitting on everybody else, and it will for a while until the Wii U. But then even then, it's still Nintendo. Nintendo is more aimed towards the kids, and
Well, the
I kinda
DS is
see it,
just
but at
a
the same time,
friendly
it's so
console
stupid.
for everyone. It's
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
good amount of good games. Like that's one thing the PSP could never say. It was a fine bit of hardware. It just didn't have very many console selling games.
I still want to play Radiant Historia.
Play what?
I
have
want my
no
Fire
idea.
Emblem.
Radiant Historia, it's a time travel RPG that was released on the DS.
So Chrono Trigger.
Well, I have that on the DS too.
Nothing's gonna beat Chrono Trigger when it comes to time travel. So
Idiot corner number
Yeah,
3.
well-
Chrono Trigger. Dun dun dun. Controversy. That's millions of views right there.
yeah.
Click.
So, yeah. Lots of... Okay, nothing happened this week.
I got a
Game
pizza kill
industry.
yesterday.
We need things to talk about. Now. This is not going to work for the next couple months. You're killing us. I mean, we had to
Well-
mention Lord of the Rings Online. We should never
Yeah.
have to do
Well,
that.
Jen, we do have a few extra special ideas in the pipe if we need them.
I know, but... I mean,
Burr.
Lord of the Rings Online. We should never have enough time to talk about them.
Unless they're going out of company.